Hello, friends. If you want to clear your real estate exam in your very first attempt, then make sure you watch today's video from start to finish. I'm going to discuss 50 questions with you, and these are the same questions that will be asked in your exams. All right, friends, let's move forward and start this video.
Question number 1. A homeowner grants a neighbor the right to install and maintain a drainage pipe beneath both properties for the benefit of the neighbor's land. If either property is sold, the right continues to exist. This legal interest is best classified as A. Easement appurtenant, B. Easement in gross, C. License, D. Profit appurtenant. Correct answer, A. Easement appurtenant. An easement appurtenant benefits another parcel of land and usually transfers with ownership. Question number 2. A buyer purchases a home for $810,000 and obtains a mortgage for 90% of the purchase price. How much is the buyer's down payment? A. $79,000, B. $81,000, C. $90,000, $72,000. Correct answer, B. $81,000. A 10% down payment on $810,000 equals $81,000. Question number 3. A seller rejects a buyer's offer but immediately responds with different terms, including a higher purchase price and a shorter closing period. What has the seller created? Acceptance. B. Counteroffer. C. Option contract. D. Assignment. Correct answer. Question number 4. A commercial property generates $120,000 in annual net operating income and has a market value of $1,500,000. What is the capitalization rate? A. 7%, B. 10%, C. 9%, 8%. Correct answer, D. 8%. Divide net operating income by market value. $120,000 do $1,500,000 equal sign 8%. Question number 5. A broker receives an earnest money deposit from a buyer but places the funds into the brokerage's personal operating account instead of the required trust account. This action is known as A. Commingling, B. Novation, C. Proration, D. Subrogation. Correct answer, A. Commingling. Commingling occurs when client funds are mixed with a broker's personal or business funds. Question number 6. A buyer assumes an existing mortgage from the seller instead of obtaining a completely new loan. What is the primary advantage of this arrangement when market interest rates have increased? A. The buyer avoids paying property taxes. The buyer may keep the seller's lower interest rate. C. The seller remains responsible for future payments. D. The lender cannot review the buyer's qualifications. Correct answer, B. The buyer may keep the seller's lower interest rate. An assumable mortgage may allow the buyer to benefit from a lower existing interest rate. Question number 7. A landlord refuses to rent an apartment to a family because they have 3 young children, even though they meet all financial requirements. Which protected class is involved? A. Disability, B. Race, C. Familial status, D. National origin. Correct answer, C. Familial status. The Fair Housing Act protects families with children under the protected class of familial status. Question number 8. A property sells for $560,000 and the brokerage agreement provides for a 4.5% commission. What is the total commission? A. $25,200, B. $24,800, $25,500. Correct answer, A. $25,200. Multiply $560,000 by 4.5% to calculate the commission. Question number 9. A broker presents an advertisement stating that a home is located in a perfect neighborhood for young couples without children. Which fair housing concern does this advertisement raise? A. Steering, B. Blockbusting, C. Redlining, D. Discriminatory advertising, correct answer. D. Discriminatory advertising. Advertising cannot express preferences based on protected classes such as familial status. Question number 10. A purchase agreement states that all contractual deadlines must be followed exactly, and failure to meet a deadline may place the defaulting party in breach of contract. This clause is commonly known as A. Liquidated damages clause, B. Due on sale clause, C. Time is of the essence clause, D. Escalation clause. Correct answer C. Time is of the essence clause. This clause makes contractual deadlines legally significant and strictly enforceable. Question number 11. A listing agreement expires before a property is sold, and neither the broker nor the seller renews the agreement. What has occurred to the agency relationship? A. Assignment. B. Termination by performance. C. Termination by expiration. D. Novation. Correct answer C. Termination by expiration. Agency ends automatically when the listing agreement reaches its expiration date. Question number 12. A borrower obtains a $540,000 mortgage with 2 discount points. How much will the borrower pay in discount points at closing? A $5,400, B. $10,800, C. $8,100, $12,000. Correct answer B. $10,800. 1 discount point equals 1% of the loan amount. 2 points equal 2%. Question number 13. A seller accepts a buyer's purchase offer, but before closing, both parties agree to replace the original contract with an entirely new agreement containing different terms. This legal process is called A. Assignment, B. Amendment, C. Novation, D. Ratification. Correct answer C. Novation. A novation replaces an existing contract with a new agreement accepted by all parties. Question number 14. An investor purchases an apartment building, generating $96,000 in annual net operating income. If similar properties sell at an 8% capitalization rate, what is the estimated market value? A. $1 million, B. $1,010,000, C. $1,250,000. $1,200,000. Correct answer D. $1,200,000. Divide net operating income by the capitalization rate, $96,000, do 0.08 equals $1,200,000. Question number 15. A broker keeps earnest money deposits in a properly designated trust account until all contract conditions have been satisfied. The broker is fulfilling which important responsibility? A. Accounting for client funds, B. Procuring cause, C. Specific performance, D. Subrogation. Correct answer A. Accounting for client funds. Brokers must properly safeguard and account for money belonging to clients. Question number 16. A home buyer obtains a short-term loan to purchase a new residence before selling the current home. Which type of financing is being used? A. Construction loan, B. Reverse mortgage, C. Blanket mortgage, D. Bridge loan. Correct answer D. Bridge loan. A bridge loan provides temporary financing until another property is sold. Question number 17. A real estate broker directs buyers of a particular ethnic background toward only one neighborhood while discouraging them from viewing homes elsewhere. This illegal practice is known as A. Redlining, B. Steering, C. Blockbusting, panic selling. Correct answer B. Steering. Steering illegally directs buyers toward or away from neighborhoods based on protected characteristics. Question number 18. At closing, property taxes are divided between the buyer and seller according to the number of days each owned the property during the tax period. This process is called A. Escrow, B. Amortization, C. Proration, D. Recording. Correct answer C. Proration. Proration fairly allocates shared expenses between buyer and seller at closing. Question number 19. A buyer wants assurance that a broker will receive a commission only if the broker is the direct cause of the completed sale. Which concept determines this? A. Designated agency. B. Procuring cause. C. Dual agency. D. Universal agency. Correct answer B. Procuring cause. Procuring cause determines whether a broker's efforts earn the commission. Question number 20. A homeowner grants another person the right to remove naturally growing timber from the property for a specified period. This right is best classified as A. Easement appurtenant. B. License. C. Profit apprendre. D. Repriard. Right? Correct answer. C. Profit apprendre. A profit apprendre allows someone to enter land and remove natural resources such as timber. Question number 21. A homeowner repeatedly allows the public to use a private footpath leading to a public beach. After many years, the government claims the public has acquired a legal right to continue using the path. This right was most likely created through A. Easement by prescription. B. Easement in gross. C. License. D. Easement by necessity. Correct answer. A. Easement by prescription. An easement by prescription may arise through long-term continuous use as permitted by law. Question number 22. A buyer purchases a commercial building for $950,000 and obtains a loan with a 75% loan-to-value ratio. What amount must the buyer provide as the down payment? A. $225,000, $237,500, C. $250,000, D. $237,000. Correct answer. B. $237,500. A 25% down payment on $950,000 equals $237,500. Question number 23. A broker tells a seller that they will continue representing the seller's interests even after receiving another offer from a competing brokerage. Which fiduciary duty requires the broker to place the client's interests above all others? A. Confidentiality. B. Accounting. C. Loyalty. D. Disclosure. Correct answer. C. Loyalty. Loyalty requires an agent to always place the client's lawful interests first. Question number 24. A homeowner owns a life estate in a property. Upon the homeowner's death, ownership automatically transfers to the homeowner's daughter, who was named in the original deed. The daughter is known as the A. Grantor, B. Beneficiary, C. Lessee, D. Remainderman. Correct answer, D. Remainderman. A remainderman receives full ownership when the life estate ends. Question number 25. A broker advertises that homes in a neighborhood should be sold quickly because families of a different national origin are moving into the area, causing property values to decline. This illegal practice is known as A. Steering, B. Blockbusting, C. Redlining, D. Puffing. Correct answer, B. Blockbusting. Blockbusting encourages sales by creating fear about changes in neighborhood demographics. Question number 26. A lender sells a group of mortgage loans to an organization that packages them into mortgage-backed securities, increasing funds available for future lending. Which organization is part of the secondary mortgage market? A. Federal Housing Administration, FHA. B. Freddie Mac, the 100th. Department of Housing and Urban Development, HDU. D. Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, CFPB. Correct answer, B. Freddie Mac. Freddie Mac purchases mortgages in the secondary market to improve lending liquidity. Question number 27. A property owner grants another person the right to occupy a home for the duration of that person's lifetime, after which ownership will pass to someone else. Which type of ownership interest has been created? A. Fee simple. Absolute. B. Leasehold estate. C. Life estate. Joint tenancy. Correct answer. C. Life estate. A. Life estate gives possession and use for the lifetime of a designated individual. Question number 28. At closing, the seller has already paid the annual property taxes, but the buyer will own the property for the remaining 8 months of the tax year. What adjustment is made on the settlement statement? A. Depreciation. B. Allocation. C. Amortization. D. Proration. Correct answer. D. Proration. Proration allocates prepaid expenses fairly between buyer and seller. Question number 29. A broker advertises a property but intentionally fails to disclose a known structural defect that would influence a buyer's decision. Which fiduciary duty or legal obligation has been violated? A. Duty to disclose material facts. B. Duty of accounting. C. Duty of obedience. D. Duty of confidentiality. Correct answer. A. Duty to disclose material facts. Brokers must disclose known material defects that affect a property's value or desirability. Question number 30. An investor purchases an older office building because zoning changes are expected to allow high-rise residential development in the future, significantly increasing the land's value. Which appraisal concept best explains the investor's decision? A. Regression. B. Balance. C. Highest and best use. Competition. Correct answer. C. Highest and best use is the legal, physically possible, and financially feasible use, producing the greatest value. Question number 31. A broker receives written permission from both the buyer and seller to appoint separate sales associates within the same brokerage to represent each party exclusively. This agency relationship is known as A. Dual agency, B. Universal agency, C. Designated agency, transaction brokerage. Correct answer C. Designated agency. Designated agency allows separate licensees within one brokerage to represent different clients. Question number 32. A property sells for $1,250,000 and the brokerage agreement provides for a 5.2% commission. If the commission is divided equally between the listing and buyer's brokerages, how much does each brokerage receive? A. $30,500, B. $32,500, C. $31,250, $33,000. Correct answer, B. $32,500. A 5.2% commission equals $65,000, split equally into $32,500 each. Question number 33. A buyer signs a purchase agreement, but before closing transfers all contractual rights and obligations to another buyer with the seller's approval. This transfer is known as A. Ratification. B. Assignment. C. Novation. D. Amendment. Correct answer B. Assignment. Assignment transfers contractual rights and, where permitted, obligations to another party. Question number 34. An appraiser determines that a warehouse has lost value because newer industrial buildings offer more efficient layouts and loading facilities. This loss in value is best classified as A. Physical deterioration, B. External obsolescence, C. Curable depreciation, D. Functional obsolescence. Correct answer D. Functional obsolescence. Functional obsolescence results from outdated design or features that reduce value. Question number 35. A broker advertises that a property is located within walking distance of downtown after verifying the statement is accurate. Which advertising principle is the broker following? A. Truthful advertising. B. Puffing. C. Steering. D. Blind advertising. Correct answer A. Truthful advertising Real estate advertisements must be truthful and not misleading to consumers. Question number 36. A borrower obtains financing to build a custom home on vacant land. The lender releases loan funds in stages as construction progresses. Which type of loan is being used? A. Blanket loan. B. Construction loan. C. Reverse mortgage. D. Bridge loan. Correct answer, B. Construction loan. Construction loans release funds in draws as building milestones are completed. Question number 37. A real estate licensee receives a buyer's earnest money deposit on Monday. State law requires the funds to be deposited into the brokerage trust account within a specified number of business days. The primary purpose of this requirement is to A. Increase brokerage profits, B. Protect client funds, C. Reduce lender risk, D. Speed up recording. Correct answer, B. Protect client funds. Trust account rules safeguard money belonging to buyers and sellers. Question number 38. An owner of investment property exchanges it for another qualifying investment property while meeting all IRS requirements to defer capital gains taxes. This transaction is commonly called A. Installment sale, B. Sale leaseback, C. 1031 exchange, D. Bulk transfer. Correct answer, C. 1031 exchange. A. 1031 exchange allows eligible investment property exchanges with tax deferral. Question number 39. A city rezones a residential neighborhood to allow mixed-use development, increasing the potential value of several parcels. Which economic characteristic of real estate is most directly illustrated? A. Scarcity. B. Situs. C. Improvements. D. Modification. Correct answer, D. Modification. Modification refers to changes made by people, including zoning changes that affect property value. Question number 40. A buyer learns that a property is located within a designated special flood hazard area before closing. Besides obtaining flood insurance when required, what additional concern should the buyer expect? A. Automatic cancellation of the purchase contract. B. Permanent exemption from property taxes. C. Guaranteed lower homeowners insurance premiums. D. Possible lender-specific financing requirements. Correct answer, D. Possible lender-specific financing requirements. Properties in flood hazard areas may be subject to additional lender requirements and insurance conditions. Question number 41. A. Homeowner conveys property to a buyer using a deed that guarantees the title against all defects, including those that existed before the seller acquired the property. Which type of deed provides this protection? A. Quitclaim deed. B. Bargain and sale deed. C. General warranty deed. D. Special warranty deed. Correct answer, C. General warranty deed. A general warranty deed provides the broadest protection against title defects. Question number 42. A commercial property is sold for $2,400,000 with a brokerage commission of 4%. If the listing broker retains 60% of the commission and pays 40% to the cooperating broker, how much does the listing broker receive? A. $38,400. B. $57,600, C. $48,000, $96,000. Correct answer B. $57,600. The total commission is $96,000, and 60% of that amount is $57,600. Question number 43. A homeowner grants a lender a security interest in real property while retaining possession and ownership unless a default occurs. This arrangement is created through A. Promissory note, B. Mortgage, C. Lease agreement, D. Easement. Correct answer, B. Mortgage. A mortgage creates a security interest that secures repayment of the loan. Question number 44. An older office building loses value because a nearby airport expansion creates constant aircraft noise that discourages potential tenants. This loss in value is best classified as A, functional obsolescence, B, physical deterioration, C, curable depreciation, D, external obsolescence. Correct answer, D, external obsolescence. Question number 45. A brokerage advertises one of its listings without including the brokerage's licensed business name, even though state law requires it. Which advertising rule has most likely been violated? A, blind advertising prohibition. B, puffing rule. C, procuring cause rule. D, fair housing exemption. Correct answer, A, blind advertising prohibition. Most states prohibit advertisements that fail to identify the licensed brokerage. Question number 46. A veteran obtains a home loan that does not require private mortgage insurance and is partially guaranteed by the federal government. Which loan program is being used? A, FHA loan. B, conventional loan. C, VA loan. D, USDA loan. Correct answer, C, VA loan. VA loans are guaranteed by the Department of Veterans Affairs and generally do not require PMI. Question number 47. A property owner dies without any legal heirs, and ownership of the property automatically transfers to the state. Which government power is illustrated? Police power. C, taxation. D, iskete. Correct answer, D, iskete. Iskete transfers ownership of property to the state when no lawful heirs exist. Question number 48. Before closing, the settlement agent divides prepaid homeowner association dues between the buyer and seller according to the date ownership changes. This adjustment is known as A, allocation, B, proration, C, amortization, D, acceleration. Correct answer, B, proration. Proration fairly allocates prepaid expenses between the buyer and seller. Question number 49. A broker refuses to disclose a client's confidential financial information after the transaction closes because the client has not authorized its release. Which fiduciary duty continues even after the agency relationship ends? A, accounting. B, disclosure. C, confidentiality. D, obedience. Correct answer, C, confidentiality. A broker's duty to protect confidential information generally survives the agency relationship. Question number 50. A lender reviews a borrower's income, debt obligations, employment history, credit profile, and the property's value before making a final lending decision. This evaluation process is called A, escrow, B, servicing, C, recording, D, underwriting. Correct answer, D, underwriting. Underwriting evaluates the borrower's qualifications and the property's suitability before loan approval.
Hopefully you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, please do give it a like, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Also, take a moment to check out the other videos on the channel and be sure to turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Thank you so much everyone for watching.